It's me.
Yo! What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? We're live. We are live. Where are my notes at, man? I got my buddy Paul in here. We're gonna, we'll edit all this later. Of course. Here, here's Paul. Boom. There you are. Notes they gotta update for a second. But it's cool because we're going to wait for people to get on here anyway. We got the comments section going. It's Saturday morning. And, we're going to do some stuff. Hey, I know you got to get out of here, right, Paul?
No, I'm just saying it's almost afternoon.
It's almost afternoon. It is, yeah, it's 11:39.
Yeah.
God,
wake up, everybody. You hang over. Go get another beer and you have another beer. Wake up.
Yeah. Absolutely. Is that what you do? Do you ever do that?
No, I used to. I don't drink anymore.
You don't ever drink anymore? This is going to be kind of difficult moving this back and forth like so. Where the fuck are my notes? Why does it take so long to come up? Damn. Let me just wait for
What a great place you have here, Bob.
Hey, thanks. Thanks very much. Thank you. We're going to take a couple phone calls.
Ooh, phone calls.
Yeah, we'll take a phone call or two. Maybe if we can get this.
If anybody wakes up and comes on this podcast.
If we can get some Antifa members on.
Oh.
That's really what I want to try to do.
Antifa members.
Yeah. God.
Ooh.
Why?
That's going to be interesting.
All right. Why is it not on there? Come on. Update, for Christ's sakes.
Ooh, we got a phone call. Ooh, my wife's looking for me. Am I allowed to do my phone while I'm here?
Well, sure. I mean, we're just, Oh, there's a couple people coming on here. That's good.
Yo.
Yo, Tobe.
What's up?
I mean, Dave Wright. What's up, buddy?
I don't know. Who's that?
Dave Wright.
What are you talking about my toes for?
What's that?
What are you talking about my toes for?
Oh, no. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right. I thought, well, didn't you break your toes or some shit like that? I'm sorry.
No, for the past, few weeks, my daughter painted my toes purple, and nobody really noticed it, so I just kept it on.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Dude, that is
What?
so liberal of you, right?
No, it's just my daughter.
Yeah. Well, listen, I got my favorite Jew who acts like an Italian is here with me today. My buddy Paul of 1-800-Dumpster. I don't even actually, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. I'm allowed to say your business, Paul.
You can say anything you want.
Say what,
I'm not a wannabe Italian either.
No, you're not a wannabe Italian. You're my favorite Jew who acts like an Italian.
Well,
I mean, you seem like one.
Well,
hold on. Wait a second. Please don't be offended by this, Paul.
Okay.
But you're from what state? What state are you from?
from New York.
You're from New York.
Yeah.
And so, in New York.
I can't hear him at all.
You can't?
No, it's like his mic's totally off.
Testing.
His mic's off?
Or something.
Good.
Oh, my God.
I'm so glad you
That's why
can't
you
hear
should
me.
be calling me before we do this.
Why?
This mic check, dude.
Check.
Dude,
check.
I hear it. Can you get on there and tell? Hold on.
Check.
Let me ask these guys here in the comments here. Yo, can somebody tell? Can you hear everybody? Can you hear Paul on here?
Can you hear Paul?
Can you hear Paul? Give me an affirmative, please. Disavow podcast. Neanderthal American.
I want to paint my nails purple. You can't hear me.
Hello?
Are you there?
Yes, I am.
What happened, man?
So you really can't hear him?
Testing.
No, I really can't hear your boy. No
All
lie.
right.
Oh, man.
Probably better off if he calls in.
Wow.
I told you that mic sucks.
That mic does suck. Hold on one sec.
My bad.
Testing.
We can hear all great.
Ooh.
I can't hear.
Loud and clear tones. Everybody says it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's me. I can't hear him good.
Damn.
Hang up the phone.
I'm
not
hanging up the
listening
phone.
to
I'm hanging
YouTube.
up the phone on
Hang
you.
up the
Get
phone
us
with
an Antifa member. Anyway.
Antifa.
So anyway, what? Hey, so I know it's Paul. So all right, tell me about I brought that up and that kind of triggered you about the Italian thing. Explain that for me, please.
Oh well, I know I talk a little rough. I was in the scrap metal business in New York City, so I was a Jewish kid, but not a lawyer or a doctor. So I'm a street kid, streetwise, I think. So.
What does that mean? What does that mean? Wait. So the tendency is for a lot of Jewish kids to become lawyers or doctors. Is that the thing?
Well, something. When I was brought up, my father was in a different business than he wasn't white collar. He was a blue collar with white collar income. So I hung out with. I liked fast cars. I liked a lot of things different. And
Yeah.
What do you want me to tell you? I love going out.
You love going out. What does that mean?
Well, so anyway, while everybody was doing their homework, I used to work in a hotel called the Arrowwood in Purchase, New York, when I was around 15 years old, and I got $3.85 an hour. So after school, I used to go with my friend Glenn. And we started 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 3:30, and we didn't get home till like 5 in the morning because after 8 hours you got time and a half, and then I went right to school. So, and my parents didn't really care what I did because they couldn't control me anyway. But I was rich. I probably made more money I made more money in high school than a lot of parents' fathers made back then.
Wow, yeah. Dude! So you've always been an entrepreneur.
Well, I don't know if you call it entrepreneur. Just so I always like to have money on me. But then the hotel blew up. There was a big fire there, but and that was my start of my working career.
So the start of your working career was, bring me through that one more time. So your dad was in you said your dad was in the metal business?
My father was in a scrap metal business. He had a place in 207th Street. Well, first of all, he started on 233 in Ryder Avenue in the Bronx, and then the city came and took his property over, Edelman Domain. And they moved them to 207th Street, 206th Street in Manhattan.
Oh my God! Like what? During the time of like, who was the guy who revamped New York?
I think it was John Kerry days.
Those are John Kerry days.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Who revamped New York?
The dude who brought all the
Ed Koch.
No, before that, but back in I don't know. The timeline would be totally messed up anyway.
Revamped.
But yeah, the eminent domain. Eminent domain. Your dad?
Yeah,
Are you okay that you're all messed up?
Yeah, I'm always messed up.
Here, listen. Take that off. Put it back on. Put it underneath there.
That's a good idea.
There you go.
This is my first time I remember doing a podcast. I don't know how I got sucking into this crap.
I don't know. I didn't usually I have somebody's. I'm going to be able to have somebody switching
Are we gonna play a game today? Hang the Jew? Is that what we're doing here?
Hang the Jew?
Yeah, is that what we're doing today, Bobby?
Definitely not.
All
No
right,
way.
Good.
Listen.
I don't like that game.
No. No. And dude, you're awesome, man. You're one of my. I don't know. You're always coming in here. You're always coming in the shop, saying what's up.
Hey, listen, that's my life. I be friendly to everybody. And I don't care what job you have. You could be a millionaire. You could have a little T-shirt shop. You could do anything you want. I eat at the finest restaurants. I go to the poorest. I just get along with everybody. And if I could get along with everybody, the whole world would be better. I don't choose sides.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about this world. My notes are not coming up for whatever reason. I don't know why. They're supposed to be synced. They should be coming up. It's fucking retarded, dude.
Pay your cable bill.
Pay my cable bill. Hold on one second here, man. I don't know how to... Why is this happening? Hold on. Let me try to email it to myself. Share note. Fucking... Can I send it to myself? Damn.
So, Bobby, is anybody listening to this crap?
There's a couple people on right now.
Really?
Yeah. Hold on. You want to talk to them? Look at. I don't know. Well, everyone's.
I'm not a celebrity, but ask me some questions. I'll see if I can answer them.
Well, I wanted to ask about you grew up in New York, so I wanted to ask you about that movie that we watched. My buddy gave us, The Bronx Paradise. How was you said that your life was kind of like that.
Well, that guy was brought up in a tougher neighborhood than I was. Basically, he was was a boxer. I was a Hold on one second. I got to take this call.
You got to take this call?
Hold on one second. Just, Pam, I'll call you back in a few minutes. All right, talk to me.
I'll move this up.
Ring cock. A ringwood. Ring neck. South? South Road? Yeah, that's it. Southern Countries. Bye, hon. I'm not telling you what that was about, but
What was that?
well, anyway, I'm building a house, and my wife wanted to know how to get there. My wife wanted to know how to get to the freaking house.
Wow.
Well, you know something.
It must be nice, man.
You know? I don't know any exits in New York. When I drive the highways, I just know how to go. I don't know what numbers they are, what streets. I just know how to go. So.
All right, I got my notes up here, man. I wanted to show some stuff here. So, oh God, and besides, and please help me out here.
Yep.
This is so. Where is this one? This is the Time magazine thing.
What do you want to read? Yeah, I was in jail. Yeah, what do you want to say? Yeah, I was in jail.
You were in jail?
I was in jail.
Wait a second, Paul. What happened? You were in jail. That's how you started your company. You told me before that you had started your company after you got out of jail. Is that right?
That's correct.
And you were just like going through the yellow pages or something like that, and then
Well,
it was something stupid. You just like picked out 1-800 dumpster randomly.
So basically, I did federal time, 5 months, which is not that much for a lot of people. Did 5 months in MCC in New York City, and then 5 months in a halfway house in the Bronx. And I did that because I drank too much. And what happened was you want to hear what happened?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so I'm in Palm Beach, and then I used to go to the Mardi Gras every year with my friends, and then I stopped drinking. And I was clean for 8 years, and then what happened was I stopped going to my AA meetings, and so you guys know what happened after that. So I went from Palm Beach at 7 o'clock in the morning, a JetBlue flight to Kennedy Airport to meet my friends to fly back to New Orleans like a typical drunk, and I got ossified. I got in trouble on a JetBlue flight. I got charged with disobeying the flight crew. And this all happened in New Orleans, so you figured I had 3 strikes against me. I was a Jew, a New Yorker, and a drunk, and I got sentenced 5 months. I hired a lawyer, paid around $30,000 for the lawyer, didn't even listen to the lawyer, and I did some time. So while I was in there, a friend of mine, Donald, I'm not going to mention his last name, he came up with an idea of 1-800 dumpster. Waste Management started this company in 1984, and they took this 1-800 dumpster. They never went along with it, so my buddy took the phone number, and I became partners in 1-800 dumpster. And what it is basically people calling on the phones, and basically like a broker for people with trash. And that's how I started 800 dumpster around 11 years ago. Bought my partner out a few years ago because we had some, miscommunications, and I'm doing pretty well with it. People call 1-800 dumpster, and what happens is during all that, and you got to remember, I never went to high school, so then I started I got a good team together in California to do 1-800 dumpster, and they didn't want anything to do with it because Waste Management already has 1-800 dumpster in Los Angeles, so we started 5 Star Universal, which we just went live around a month ago, and we did around 20 grand already, and we're just gonna blow that out of the way. We're going to blow it. We're going to do porta-johns and plumbing and heating, but that's besides the point. But
my God. There's a lot to unpack there, Paul.
Oh, there's a lot.
But wow. All right. So first of all,
yes,
take me through you being a drunk. I mean, how many years were you a drunk? Like what? I love New Orleans. Louisiana is like my favorite state in the world.
Yep.
And you like it there? You like New Orleans?
Love it.
Love it, right?
I got nothing against it.
And so
I got what I do have against is the DAs, because something. What happened to me on a plane? The plane hadn't landed. It was just the whole plane was all drunk. The freaking flight attendant was 80 years old. When I went to court, everyone in that JetBlue freaking lied. I mean, they lied to cover their asses. And listen, this was just like a slap on the wrist. I should have taken a plea, which was a felony with no jail, but I had a private pilot's license then, and I didn't want the felony. I did the time. I don't really care anymore.
Wait a second. You were actually driving the plane?
No, I had my private pilot's license. You know,
Well,
being sober for 8 years, I had to do something. You know, I just so I got a pilot's license. I got around 800 hours in a Cessna 172.
Oh wait, since that day,
Yeah.
since back then.
Yep.
Man, so like how disorderly were you on that flight?
Not at all. I wasn't bad.
What? I mean, we always see now.
I wasn't. I'm telling you, man. I asked all my friends. I brought like 20 witnesses. But listen, you know, you got these freaking DA guys don't care about their lives. They only care about their check marks. And let me tell you something. The federal government, any court, is really not fair. It's not fair. I'm not saying I shouldn't have been punished. Yeah, I should have got a misdemeanor, but not a felony. You don't throw my ass in freaking jail. I did it. It's past me. I'm done.
Right.
I'm done.
Of course. I mean, hey, we both share that. I had troubles when I was younger, but very, very young. I was like a juvenile delinquent, and got a felony for nonviolent, non-sexual, drug unrelated crime.
Right.
And always had to like explain myself, trying to get jobs and stuff. It was pretty stupid.
Well, I had a record too. You know, of all these years of growing up, you know, I had a big record, but not bad. But you know, like the DA said, your past is gonna haunt you. That fucking guy was right. It haunted me.
Oh yeah,
Still haunts me to
you have to. I mean, it still haunts you. It haunts me too a little bit. And that's what makes you be an entrepreneur, right?
Well, I don't know about that. It's just, you know, you have to change your life.
Well, you can't get a job sometimes. Sometimes you got to work for yourself.
Nobody would hire me anyway. I don't want to work for anybody. I never wanted to work for anybody. You know, I had my own.
When was the last time you worked for somebody?
1983.
Wow, that's 1983 was the last time you worked for somebody.
Yeah.
Would you consider it a death sentence if you had to like go schlep and work for somebody else right now?
No, I mean, I could work with people. I mean, I'm my own boss. I mean, I could. I'm not a dumb kid. I'm good at advertising. I wish I would have went to advertising a long time ago. But no, I don't mind working for anybody. But no.
What kind of advertising? You talking about like what? Coming up with the ad yourself?
I could come up with ads. You know, I got a good head. You know, I could tell other people what to do. I'm good at that. Tell them how to get their business going. You know, it just needs money, but I know how to make people's businesses strive.
Yeah, well, how would you make this stupid business strive? Do you have
I already went you when I first met you. I already fucking told you.
What?
What
was that? What was that?
I don't remember.
Okay. I don't want to put you on the spot and stuff like that. Challenge your,
Yeah. Well, after this show, I'll talk to you.
Yeah.
I'll help you out.
Yeah. I need a lot of help, man.
Yeah, I know you do. Look at the shit behind me. You look at. Jesus Christ. Who's that guy up there with the glasses with a gun to his head?
Oh, that's Hunter S. Thompson.
And who's this? Epstein?
It should be.
Yeah, it looks like him.
No, that's Charles Bukowski right there.
And who's that?
Charles Bukowski?
Yeah, I don't know who it is.
It's a writer. He died of drinking.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like, he was a big alcoholic.
Like Pete Hamilton?
Huh?
Like Pete Hamilton? You don't know who he is?
I don't know Pete Hamilton.
He wrote a book, My Drinking Life.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Well, I gotta check that out.
They just named a street in the city in Park Slope.
Park Slope, Brooklyn?
Yeah, they just named it like a few days ago on him.
Oh, really?
He worked for the, I think, New York Post or the Daily News.
Oh, okay.
Pete Hamilton. Good guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
all right. Just a writer.
Yeah, he's a writer.
I think I've heard of his name actually. Did he recently die like a couple years ago?
Yeah, he died a couple years ago.
All right. Okay. All right. Yeah. But Bukowski, his name was Charles Bukowski, German dude. Oh, you're gonna mess that up. Wow, that's gonna fall probably.
I got ADD. Something. There's one thing. Growing up, I always had ADD.
Oh yeah.
Back then, they didn't realize it. So
they didn't know what ADD was.
Oh, so
man, I was talking to my uncle. Yesterday, and he was talking about this. He was talking about. I mean, I don't want to get all depressing. I didn't drag you here to get all depressing, but I had mentioned to you yesterday that my mom has stage 4 cancer. Mm-hmm. So I was talking to my uncle Mark on the phone, and he was telling me about my grandfather. My papa's still alive. He's 89 years old, right?
Yep.
And I'm like, how the hell is he still alive? He's outlived everybody. And he's like, you really want to know the truth? It's all about stress. The man has no stress. And he won't even go there.
Yeah.
Back in the day, they were down. He goes, you want me to tell you a story? We were down here in Florida, and the doctors misdiagnosed him, said that he had pancreatic cancer. He walks in the door whistling. And he's like, Dad, why are you whistling? They just told you had pancreatic cancer. He's like, you can't worry about something you can't control. So I think that there's something to take from that.
He's right.
But he was talking about how anxiety didn't even exist back in the day, when he was growing up.
Oh.
You two probably very similar age, maybe. But
Well, I'm 56.
do you know what I'm saying, though?
Yeah, I understand. I got it. Oh.
Anxiety.
What else, Bobby? Hit me up.
So yeah, well, I wanted to show you some shit. Hold on. Let me just. God, you getting another call?
No.
All right.
My calendar just remind me.
You got a lot of calendars on.
Yeah.
Really, check it out. I wanted to share.
What do we got?
I'm going to share the screen. I'm going to share the screen. See, the screen's going, so don't worry about it. It's not showing us.
Yeah, I see it.
All right. This is so crazy. There's this article, right? The secret history of the shadow campaign that saved the 2020 election. So insane. A weird thing happened right after the November 3rd election. Nothing. The nation was braced for chaos. Liberal groups had vowed to take to the streets, planned hundreds of protests across the country. Right-wing militias were girding the battle. In a poll before Election Day, 75% of Americans voiced concern about violence. Basically, this talks about, it sets it up for how it was, and then it talks about a concerted effort by these crazy bastards in the government, man, to basically subvert us. Well, to rig the election. And they basically tell us everything they're doing right in this article right here. Hold on. Let me show you. I took a couple...
Let me tell you something. In New York City, where I'm from, I was there right before the day, November 3rd, I was there. The reason why I went back to New York, because I'm in Florida, one reason only. Because I want to watch them burn the freaking city if Donald Trump won the election. And let me tell you something. Everything was boarded up, dude. But he didn't win. I mean, I think he won, but evidently he didn't win, so nothing happened. But if Trump would have won, they would have burnt that freaking city to the ground, and that's why I went there. And
do you think he really won?
I have well, let me tell you something. You want to play this game? I actually think he won. I actually think he won. But
I want to play this game. What do you guys think? You guys think he won? Anybody in the comments?
Let me tell you another thing. If anyone, the media should be charged with interfering with an election, because this whole election was the media, and that's my opinion of it. And and that's it. I'm done with it. I just want to see what this guy does for the next 100 days. But you know something? Listen, I don't really feel sorry for Donald Trump. I just feel that he got screwed. He got screwed the first day he ran. He goes, I'm running for election. He was going down his escalator down in Trump Tower over there. From day one, they didn't want him because he knew how to talk to politicians. He knew it.
Yeah.
And that's why he won the election. He didn't think he was going to win in the beginning.
You don't think so?
No way. No freaking way. It was a joke. But he listen, even the Republicans didn't even want him. Remember when he had all the Republicans on the stand? He shot them all down. And then I said to myself, he's going to be the next president.
Oh yeah, he was the best.
He's the best.
He was the best. I mean, he was the best so far.
So far, it's the best president I've seen. Besides, I'll tell you something. I liked Reagan. I liked Reagan.
Yeah, Reagan was great. I mean, I was born in 1980, and I loved. I think like I guess Carter was in there right at the tail end when I popped out.
Yeah, well,
he destroyed the country, kindish.
Well,
he was okay. What do you think about Carter?
Well, let me tell you what I think about him. I liked his brother. Was his brother in the peanut business?
I think he was in the peanut business too.
Billy,
yeah,
the beer all
Billy,
the time.
Billy, yeah.
Listen, politics to me, I don't know. I don't trust.
But you never gave a shit about politics until Trump, right? I mean, I didn't really like pay.
When Obama won the election, I still respected the guy. I mean, I didn't vote for him, but he was president, so okay. It should be like that. Listen, let me just tell you something about Donald Trump. He's still So when you see Donald Trump, it's still Mr. President. So he actually accomplished something. He is still considered President Trump.
Yeah.
Right? That's it.
I mean, he has so much of a following right now. If he like set up shop right over there, if he had some kind of means to communicate with us on a mass basis, he can basically be another president, like a shadow government or something. I think that he has that much power.
I think his daughter will be a good president. And I like Nikki Haley, but let's go back to Trump. I feel bad for the guy. I don't, listen, business, everyone goes, oh, he screwed everybody. I remember when he built a building on the west side. And the cement guys in New York City, they screwed him, really. So he built like 30, 40 floors, and the cement guys put the wrong cement in it, like the wrong ingredients, and it whacked it. It really threw him for a loop. So you got to remember something. When you're dealing in business, you have to be freaking tough and strict. And, people try to screw Donald, he tries to screw you. Business is business. You show me a rich businessman, I show you a crook. It's true.
Yeah.
How many people besides Michael Bloomberg could actually make an honest living? I mean, when I was in the scrap business, I made more money. How I made money was with the pen. So if somebody came to my junkyard with like 1,000 pounds of copper, I would say to him before I weighed up, take a guess how much you got. And he would say, I got like 400 pounds. But he really had 1,000. And I'd be honest with you. And I would say, well, shit, you got 700. And I actually took 300. That's the name of the game. It's jewelry. You buy diamonds. It's everything. Freaking cars. So I know how it's run. I know exactly how it's run today. If I buy a car today, I would never buy a brand new car. I'll buy one that just came off lease two years. So I got a little smarter as I got a little older.
I thought that as soon as the car goes off of the lot, it goes down in value.
It's bullshit. It's all bullshit.
That's bullshit? Are you serious?
No. I mean, that's true. No, it's true. I'm just saying.
Oh.
You ever see a car dealer? All car dealers have big yachts. Go figure that one out, dude. Everyone has a boat. A car dealer. You own a car dealer? Guarantee you own a boat. Big one. I don't mean like a little boat, 29-footer. You have a 100-footer.
Yeah.
That's the name of the game. It's money. It's
all right, but check this out. Let's go back to this really quick. Look at this. Hang on. Bam.
I hear a train, dude.
I know. All right, look at this Time Magazine article. I got a couple. So basically, Tim Pool he's a podcaster guy, and he tweeted this out. I don't think this even matters. Look at they put a claim on his. They put this little restriction on his tweet. It says this claim of election fraud is disputed, and this tweet can't be replied to, retweeted, or linked due to risk of violence. And he says, I don't think this even matters at this point. Time Magazine just came out, said that a cabal of elites rigged the election. I'm sorry they said they didn't rig the election. They fortified it by changing the rules and laws as well as manipulating the flow of information. Check it out. Look at this. That's why the participants want the secret history of the 2020 election told. Even though it sounds like a paranoid fever dream, a well-funded cabal of powerful people ranging across industries and ideologies working together behind the scenes to influence perceptions, change rules and laws, steer media coverage, and control the flow of information. They were not rigging the election. They were fortifying it. And they believe the public needs to understand the system's fragility in order to ensure that democracy in America endures. Huh? Isn't that fucking insane, dude? I mean, they tell us right to our faces that they're basically practicing these KGB tactics, man, these subversive tactics in order to win the election. Do you know what subversion is?
No, but I just want to tell you that there's so much shit out there. I mean, you can't believe everything you read.
Put that in front of you,
Excuse me.
It's all good.
Can't believe everything you read. And,
you can't believe everything you read.
And you got a lot of stupid people. You got a lot of stupid people in this country.
That's what you're going to say to that Time Magazine article?
My son actually gets all his news from this. I don't know what he's getting it from.
Yeah.
I don't know what my son and I are totally different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's maybe like 10 years younger than me or so, something like that.
Yesterday I was spraying. I have a porch. I have a big porch, a balcony, and I was spraying it with spray 9 and a brush, doing hand labor. He comes up to me and goes, "You can't use that stuff. It's from Montesano." I'm like, "What are you kidding me? The only shit that works. I'm not going to use vinegar." This is crazy. I'm trying to get mildew off, and he's telling me not to use it. Listen. it's enough already. You know, it's enough already. Monsanto.
Dude, you're spraying Monsanto all over the place. You don't even care, and you're mispronouncing it. I love it.
Yeah, Monsanto. Okay. Well, listen, I am not an educated guy, you know, but you know what I meant.
But
you know exactly.
But you're very intelligent. And you're clever, and you know what's up.
I know it works.
Huh?
I know it works.
Yeah,
that stuff works.
I'd rather be in your disposition than be an educated guy. Educated with what? Education. What kind of education? Some stupid basket weaving class?
I never graduated high school.
Good.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I couldn't sit still. I couldn't focus. I couldn't focus. I had to do something, you know. Imagine instead of staying home all day like today, these kids, all they do is play fucking games. I went to work. There was something to do. There was always something to do, and I made a little bit of money. You know, I can't sit home. I can't sit home now. That's why I'm with you, Bobby.
Yeah, I know.
I can't sit home.
And even doing this podcast, you can't sit still.
Fuck. Well, I had a lot of coffee already.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh my God. So I wanted to talk to you about this though, and kind of like here, stay with me on this.
Yeah, listen.
This Time Magazine article I'm talking about, right?
Yep.
They basically openly tell you in the article how they do it.
Yep.
They tell you exactly how they do it by changing all the laws and all the different, you know, places or whatever, all the different polling areas, districts and stuff like that.
Right.
And step by step how they did it, how they were able to get Trump to lose the election. They just changed all the rules.
Hey, listen, the rules changed years ago, dude. It's done. Listen, I don't know.
I'm going to show you what I'm talking about here. I got some more information here. Let me get it over this. Let me show you this little video here. I got. You ever heard of Yuri Bezmenov? Huh?
No.
Yuri Bezmenov. He was
I've heard of Burning Man.
He was a KGB agent, okay, who defected to Canada from India after falling in love with its culture and its people. All right.
Yep.
And then having grown tired of the Soviets' subversive tactics against intellectuals, he became famous for giving speeches about anti-communism in the 1980s. And the stuff is gold. It's it's all over YouTube basically. They probably are gonna, they'll probably stop it eventually. But hold on one sec. I got some.
Hey.
That's stupid. Oh my God. I gotta listen to this. Hold on.
YouTube land.
Yeah, YouTube land. Let me get through that. Right here. Hold on.
Is anybody listening to this stuff?
Dude, some people are listening. God, you're killing me, man. Jesus. Watch this for a second, bro. Look at this. Oh, hold on.
After watching this, you will be able to relate what is happening today in many Western societies like America and Europe. And unfortunately, it is also happening in India. Since it's a long video, please watch it whenever you have time. And get a bit more educated. The video starts now.
Subversion is the term, if you look in a dictionary or criminal code to that matter, usually is explained as a part of activity to destroy things like religion, government system, political, economical system of a country. And usually it's linked to espionage and such romantic things as blowing up bridges, sidetracking trains, cloak and dagger activity in Hollywood style. What I'm going to talk about now has absolutely nothing to do with the cliché of espionage or KGB activity of collecting information. So the greatest mistake or misconception, I think, is that whenever we are talking about KGB, for some strange reason, starting from Hollywood movie makers to professors of political science and quote-unquote
Here's what it starts talking about.
The espionage as such occupies only 10 to 15% of money, time, and manpower. 15%
Listen to this.
of the activity of KGB. The rest, 85%, is always subversion. And unlike a dictionary of English, Oxford Dictionary, subversion in Soviet terminology means always a destructive, aggressive activity aimed to destroy the country, nation, or geographical area of your enemy. So there's no romantics in there, absolutely. No blowing up bridges, no microfilms in Coca-Cola cans, nothing of that sort. No James Bond nonsense. It's most of this activity is overt, legitimate, and easily observable if you give yourself time and trouble to observe it. But according to the law and law enforcement systems of the Western civilization, it's not a crime. Exactly because of misconception, manipulation of terms. We think that subverter is a person who is going to blow up our beautiful bridges. No. Subverter is a student who comes for exchange, a diplomat, an actor, an artist, a journalist like myself was 10 years ago. Now, subversion,
Check it out.
basically, it consists of 4 periods, time-wise. If we start from here and go this way, time, right? This is the beginning point. The first stage of subversion is the process which is called, basically, demoralization. It says for itself what it is. It takes from, say, 15 to 20 years to demoralize a society. Why 15 or 20 years? This is the time sufficient to educate one generation of students or children. One generation. One lifetime span of a person, a human being, which is dedicated to study, to shaping up the outlook, ideology, personality. No more no less. Usually it takes from 15 to 20 years. What it includes? It includes influencing or by various methods, infiltration, propaganda methods, direct contacts, doesn't really matter. I will describe them later. We have social life, we have power structure.
Hey, it's
Oh
Russ
my
Rufino,
God,
Science
this
on
is
Demand.
so
If you give me 10
gay.
seconds,
Why
I'm going
does
to
it
give you...
always do this? Skip ad.
Unions, and finally we have law and order. Oh, 1, 2, 3,
Pay
4,
attention.
5,
I know you
6.
got ADD.
Okay?
I can't.
These are the
I
areas
feel like
of
I'm in school, dude.
application of subversion.
What are we doing?
He's got a blackboard. Hold on.
He's got a blackboard.
In case of religion, destroy it, ridicule it, replace it with various sects, cults, which bring people's attention, faith, whether it is naive, primitive, doesn't really matter. As long as the basically accepted religious dogma
Got an ashtray?
is being slowly
You have to
eroded
grab. Can you do it in there?
and taken away from the supreme purpose of religion, to keep people in touch with the supreme being. That
So did you take anything out of that at all or no?
You talking to me?
Yeah,
I
you.
don't fucking care what he says.
Oh my God.
What are you kidding me? I thought we were here to talk
Dude,
about
that
my
is.
life.
We're talking. Listen, we're talking about your life. We're talking about shit that's going on in the world. I just thought this was really interesting, man. And
It is interesting.
Listen, we started talking about Trump and how he lost. That's how he fucking lost.
Yeah, okay.
He lost because of subversion. You were just saying it yourself. You were saying that the media should be, they should be held accountable for this shit, right? I mean, that's
1,000%.
huh?
Yeah.
That's what that is. That's what I'm talking about. I'm trying to explain to you what it is. It's straight out of the KGB handbook. Yuri Bezmenov, dude. That guy was back in the 80s warning us about this stuff. You know, I tend to think that even McCarthy was right to an extent, basically. You know, Joseph McCarthy back in the day,
Yep.
he was probably right to an extent. There probably was a lot of red infiltration all throughout Hollywood, all throughout and they demoralized us over years.
I like Public Enemy when they said, burn, Hollywood, burn. You know, something Hollywood to me, I don't like Hollywood. I don't like it. Well, that's a cool noise. Was that outside?
Yeah.
That was cool. Wow. Do it again.
Yeah. You pulled up here on your bike,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Nice.
I like Harley Davidsons, but I wouldn't buy a new one.
No?
No.
No.
I'm done with them.
You're done with them. Well, you wouldn't buy any vehicles new. You already told us that.
No. Well, yeah, I did say that. Because I'm smarter, but I wouldn't buy another Harley. I'm done with them.
Right.
Yeah, be here. I got a 2000 Harley, bought it brand new. Okay, shovel, a deuce. It's a carburetor engine. Okay, so it's 21 years old. I had a little problem with it, minor shit. So I brought it to the Harley Davidson dealership. Oh, we can't work on those bikes; they're too old. I'm like, what are you talking about? I bought it from you guys, brand new. That's a crock of shit, dude. That's so. That's why I'm done with them.
Are they made in the U.S.?
I would no. That one is. I'm sure a lot of parts aren't, but yeah, they're assembled here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about the new ones. I don't like the new ones anyway. I like carburetor bikes. I like gas.
Yeah.
Gasoline.
So look, Len Scott says, boom, Hollywood is a huge component of subversion. That's what he said. Just to stick on that topic a little bit, not to screw you, But I am trying. This is, they should be fucking held accountable. And the thing is with a lot of these people that are subverting us and stuff constantly, I think that they tell us what they're doing. That it's kind of like part of the whole thing. It's like part of their, I don't know what it is. It's like they have to actually warn us or tell us what they're doing, and it's up to us to not fall into it. If you really watch that whole video, that Yuri Bezmenov video, in the end, he talks about how the reason why we are subverted in America is because we're willing recipients of the subversion. We don't have faith, and that's how you really destroy a whole country, is through their faith system.
That's right.
That's what you attack. Like you're a man of God, right?
I have a problem.
Would you say you are or no?
I have a problem with God. He has one with me, and I have one with him.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you mean? You're not an atheist, are you?
I swear to God, I don't know what I am. I don't know what I am, and I'm 56 years old. I don't even know.
You know what? I know. I mean, listen.
I don't know what to believe, man. Sorry if you guys. I don't mind. Listen, but I don't mind anybody else thinking there's a God. It's their rights, but I have a problem with it.
Okay, let me. All right, so all right. Let me dissect this here again. So, talking about my mom and her, misfortune currently, and she's on her way out, and my father passed away 6 years ago. You have both of your parents, right? So I think that's probably part of it. You've had all this life and stuff. You haven't had to experience maybe a lot of death, and that's what really brings God into your life when you have to deal with that.
Well, I don't know about that. I never really got along with my mother. She's I left my house at 18 years old. 18. My mother had 4 kids. And it wasn't like the Brady Bunch, that's the Brady Bunch, another Hollywood bullshit freaking thing. The Brady Bunch, the Partridge Family. That's all Hollywood, man. That's not reality. Reality is you get up in the morning, you get out of bed, and you got to get up when your dad gets up and get out of the house. That's what we did. In the old days, we said, my mother, I couldn't even go into my kitchen. I was outside playing. I was outside, my bike, getting in trouble, and then at 6 o'clock I had to be home for dinner. So I saw my dad I saw my dad leave in the morning, and I saw him at nighttime for an hour or two, and he would pass out on the couch. That's it. I'm on Brady Bunch. Today is Brady Bunch. Listen, today is fantasy world out there.
Oh yeah, it is. It's clown world.
It's a joke.
It is
a freaking joke. Listen, let me explain to you.
Tell me.
When I was growing up, maybe in my early 20s, they came out with Michael Jordan sneakers. Now, you got to remember something. I made a good living at 20 years old, 20, 25. I wouldn't spend $150 for a pair of sneakers, and I had the money. But people did. I don't know why, and when I was a kid, they had these 8-ball jackets. People used to kill for these freaking jackets.
I remember them.
For a freaking jacket?
Yeah.
Come on, man. So I don't buy half this shit. Nike, all this crap. I don't buy it. I'm not into this stuff.
So how do we get there from, are you a man of God, to all of that about getting up in the morning and getting to work and, leaving when your dad leaves, and it's not the Brady Bunch?
Yeah.
Would you say that you're basically going through life kind of, I know are you on autopilot at all in life?
Absolutely not. Autopilot.
Yeah.
No,
you sometimes
you got to take autopilot to land that fucking plane, dude. It's crazy. It's true. Yeah, autopilot during the day, but at nighttime, listen, I don't know where we're getting at now, but I think it's, listen, even my kids, not the same like me. I brought them up a little spoiled, but really I affected my kids, and I try to do the best for them. But everyone's affected, even not my kids. I know kids 30, 40 years old still call their mothers fucking every day. They 5 times a day. I'm not into that. It's weird.
Yeah, I believe, yeah, absolutely.
My friend called me last night. He goes, listen, I got Super Bowl tickets. Come meet me. But he didn't sound right. He sounded like a little groggy. So I knew what was happening. He's partying his ass off. I'm not going there. I know right and wrong today. I know who to hang out with, who not to hang out with. I'm not into Fantasy Island. I wake up and I want to do what I want to do. I swear.
Oh my God, I'm not sure. Fantasy Island.
It's fantasy out there.
It's all fantasy.
Yeah, you're not fantasy. You're a hardworking guy. This kid is a hardworking guy. He's always at his shop. He's printed away, man. So if you guys need any T-shirts, hats, or anything, screw everybody else. Use Bobby. He is the best. And he's always at work. He's not out fucking around. He's always at work.
Right.
That tells you so. He's a workaholic.
I am.
These fucking kids that want to make money on the fucking internet real fast. That's crazy. But that's them.
Is that what those are those like kind of like your son's friends and stuff like that? That generation.
Yeah, the whole generation is like that. Everyone wants fast money. Something? There's no such thing as fast money today. And it's not just the white people. It's the black people. It's the yellow people. It's everybody wants what Hollywood, what they see on TV, man. My grandkid's going to be 8 years old on Valentine's Day, and I called him up yesterday. I said, "What do you want?" He wants this thing called something Snoopy slime. Okay, so I went online to see what it was. It's freaking like slime, but it's like all the kids are getting it. I mean, this lady's the 16-year-old girl started this company. She's selling like 20,000 units a week. It's crazy. For slime. What the fuck? When I was a kid, I used to go to the grocery store and buy smoke bombs. That was fun. Not slime.
Oh my God. That reminds me of what you can't do on television. That Nickelodeon movie, Nickelodeon show where you would say, I don't know, and then you would get slime. That's you don't remember that, though.
I never watched.
You don't remember that, though.
I saw it. I know.
You saw that. You know that. You know what I'm talking about.
I never watched it.
No, you didn't watch it. You were in your 20s already, and I was a little kid.
Oh, I didn't even watch Seinfeld when that shit was out.
You didn't?
No.
You didn't like Seinfeld?
Didn't have time for this shit. I went to work, came home. I wanted to go to the bars. I'm going to have a good time. I watch Seinfeld. What, are you kidding me? It's another Hollywood shit.
Yeah. When you spend basically like, what, you're like half your time down here in Florida and then the other half up in New York. Which one do you like better?
I used to like New York. New York was the best freaking town, but Giuliani fucked it up. Giuliani threw out the mob. He threw out everything. I used to buy fireworks in Chinatown. Can't buy that anymore. So basically, when all Giuliani did, all he did was clean up Manhattan. He didn't do shit to the Bronx. He didn't do anything to Queens, nothing to Brooklyn, only Manhattan. Tells you something. There's 5 boroughs, and he cleaned up Manhattan. Big shit. That's his claim to fame. And he threw everybody in jail. He had to put his mother in jail, that freaking guy.
Yeah, Giuliani?
Yeah.
I know. And he's always got like, what has he got? The thing, he's got the crazy tan lately,
I saw
man.
Giuliani a few weeks ago on TV, or maybe a month ago.
Yeah.
And he had, listen, I'm going bald. I don't care. I don't get Botox. And this fucking guy was sweating his dye from his hair. I mean, Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah, I saw that.
You saw that, right?
Yeah, that was crazy.
I laughed. I thought, look at this guy. Who the fuck, what he was, look younger? I mean, come on, man.
He's over there, he's in Palm Beach, too. You know that? He's over here also.
Yeah, big shit.
Huh?
So what?
I mean, what do you think about that Trump's over here and so many people over here.
Let me tell you
Stern's over here.
I've been coming here for 30 years, and before that, my friend got married when he was 18 years old at a hotel over here in Palm Beach. I'm not going to mention which one it is. And he was one of the first Jewish guys to get married at the Breakers. I'll tell you what it is, the Breakers. And when I got down here, I actually brought the white stuff with me, and I was around 18 years old, okay? And Trump Trump's been in this freaking area for like 45 years already. He built Trump Towers. He actually was here way before me and you. And they'd taken his name off the building. I mean, they took his name off the building everywhere else. I mean, come on, man. Give me a break. Give me a break. You know,
yeah, they have now they're canceling Trump for all this. I mean, he's getting his his golf course events or whatever are getting canceled. This and that are getting canceled. They canceled his SAG card. He's the Actors Guild union.
Hollywood.
Yeah.
Oh, Hollywood.
And I don't know if this is fake, but I saw a Costco apparently or something like that. They're basically just completely screwing the guy.
Well, you know something? It is what it is. And if they don't screw him, they're going to screw you next, and they're going to screw you.
Oh, they've already done that. They've already kicked me off everything.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Well, they kicked everybody else. Listen, but why would you want to be on Twitter anyway? I never had a Facebook account. I never had a Twitter account. I never did. What do I need this shit for? I don't. Listen, my sister a few years ago has Facebook, and she used to post everywhere she went. Oh, I'm in the fucking Caribbean. And then I looked at my wife and said, you know something? Cheryl's away. Let's go rob her house. You know, that's how I look at Facebook. Wow, I'm bragging. Oh, I'm bragging. I don't brag to anybody. This is bragging. A lot of people brag. You can brag all you want. I'm not a braggadocious guy. I brag with my motorcycle, with my car. I don't brag where I am. It's nobody's business. But this is the world today. It's totally different when I grew up.
Yeah, somebody's giving a shit about hating on Giuliani.
Hating on him?
Yeah.
Listen, I have nothing to...
You hating on Giuliani? Why are you doing that?
I didn't say I was hitting. I'm just saying that he actually didn't... He didn't clean up the city like like everyone thinks.
Listen, I'll say this one thing.
He kicked the poor guy off squeegeeing the cars. I used to give these guys, you got to remember something. I'm a righteous guy. Somebody comes clean my windshield, give him $1. Giuliani kicked them all away. And the reason why, because you get all these people that come up to these cars, and you got to remember something. It was racist. So some old lady's driving a car, and he sees a black man coming, or a white crackhead, they get scared. I don't blame them. But the thing about it, when a squeegee guy cleans your window, give him a tip. They're not going to rob you. You give him a tip. He took all that away. I liked it. That's the city. Squeegee guys is the city. They're trying to make a buck. I don't care what to do with the money, but that's not cool, dude. Now they're back. They're freaking back.
Oh, they are.
And they're back.
Yeah. But no. I don't know why, I don't think he should have gotten rid of the mob like he did as much as he did. I think that a lot of...
Well, he got rid of the Italian mob, so who's took over? The Chinese mob, the Russian mob?
Exactly. You're not going to be able to... Albanians. Albanians are insane.
Dude, let me tell you, every Italian restaurant in New York City, guaranteed, every Italian restaurant is run by Albanians.
Dude,
and they're ruthless.
I was in Little Italy, and I was sitting
Not
there.
all of them.
I had a date in Little Italy. I forgot which one I was at, some whatever. And then the guy was like, and I go, where are you from in Italy, man? And then he goes,
Albania.
Yeah, he goes like Latvia or something like that. I was like, what the fuck, dude? He just, totally just admitted.
Every pizza restaurant in the city is Albanians. No more Italians. The Italians got smart. They left.
They all pretend, though. They pretend to be Italians, or they put on the little...
But that's what you said when I got on the show. Look at the Jew guys trying to be Italian. Listen, I don't know. Those days...
No. You're kind of like Andrew Dice Clay,
Yeah.
You're like... what'd you say?
Yes.
I
used to watch Happy Days when I was a kid. I wanted to be the Fonz, man. I got a motor. I wanted to be the Fonz.
I wanted to be the Fonz. But you like the whole vibe of the Italians, don't you? I mean, kind of like the New York Italians, and now they.
I got a lot. Most of my town I grew up was 80% Italians, maybe 10% Jews, and the rest I don't know what they were. Maybe Japanese or Korean. No, it's who you hang out with. Growing up, this is what we did. I partied my ass off. I went to Atlantic City. I did it all. After hours clubs. I remember waking up one time. My friends took me out one night. My 2 kids, I remember waking up. Leaving the after hours club. Didn't realize it was right across the street from my house. I didn't even know there was an after hours club across from my house. I walked across the street. My kids are having breakfast. Can't do that anymore. It's crazy. It's right across from my house because I was in a car. I didn't know where the hell they were going. I was fucked up.
Wow, you lived a crazy, awesome life, man.
Had a good one.
Yeah.
It was good.
It is good. It's still good.
It's good. It's getting better.
And it's getting better, huh?
Yep.
And you're doing all this different stuff.
What else did they say about Giuliani?
What else? That was, hold on. Now it's always.
I'm putting him down. I'm just saying, He's a fucking prostitute.
And now it's good? You said now it's good?
Oh.
Well, I guess, what, like New York or something like that? No.
New York is a shithole. New York has never come. I would say New York lost its vibe. It's done. It's done.
You think it's probably going to come back, though.
For what? Like,
I mean, if it
ain't gonna.
if prices, if they start, I mean, it shouldn't be it sucks that to live in Manhattan, you got to be so rich to live in Manhattan. That kind of sucks, you know? You used to be able to live in Lower East Side at least or something like that, but now you can't even live there. Now that place is completely turned or whatever. So it's $1 million.
You know who the biggest realtor in Florida is? Who should have realtor of the year in Florida? Who is a realtor of the year in Florida? Is Andy Cuomo. He sent all the New Yorkers here. He should have got a kickback from the realtors, man. He actually should have made billions. He's the realtor of fucking Florida.
Yeah. Have you noticed there's so many people moving here, like from New York or whatever?
It's packed.
Yeah.
The freaking area is packed. I don't mind.
How many people do you know moving out of the city and telling you that they set up to go see houses like in Pennsylvania, other outskirts places? They get there and then they're all gone.
Dude,
have you heard that?
Connecticut's booming.
Yeah.
Oh, it's booming.
Absolutely.
Long Island is booming.
Absolutely.
I don't blame them.
All those places.
No, I don't. What are they going to do with all the empty buildings? What are they going to do with the empty buildings in the city? You actually think some company who's spending $500,000 a month for rent, where all they're going you know how much money these guys are working at home now. They don't have to go back. Why would Jamie Dimon build a beautiful building like 42nd Street, and half his crew moved to Miami or something like that. He says, no, you got to come back. Who the hell wants to come back to the city? There's no vibe there anymore. It's no vibe. And I'm getting my Florida residence just for estate taxes only. If New York would change your tax laws and maybe get people back there, maybe go back. But something for my estate taxes, I'm not. I'm done. I'm not going back.
So this is like your main residence, just like Trump now, right?
Well, I'll tell you the truth. Trump was always here, too. He was in New York, too. Yeah. I'm just for estate taxes. That's the only reason why. Because, I pay so much in taxes already. They want it all. I don't know. I just don't think it's fair.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair.
Yeah. Hey, I'm sorry it was so crazy with the. I didn't really have it. I got to get all this shit set up better or whatever. I really don't do the live thing that much.
That's all right.
It's brand new, all this shit.
He's been asking me for a year to do this, and I said, no, are you kidding me?
Well, I mean, dude, listen. You got a very interesting story, man. You're a crazy bastard, and you're an entrepreneur. And even though you say you're not, you got.
I am.
Huh?
I am. I'm an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
But everyone could be. Just have to get your ass off the couch. Get off that couch. Stop with these freaking games, Nintendo. So anyway, my kid also wanted. I bought him my daughter bought him when he's. And I'm not two friends. When I was a kid growing up, we had on a TV we had Pong. So basically the ball was going back and forth like tennis. Now these kids, okay, that's fine. So I bought him a Mario. He wanted Mario Brothers something. So I bought it from for Hanukkah or Christmas. Hanukkah. So now I said to him he wants slime and he wants Mario Brothers something. I'm like, so you got to remember something.
Mario Brothers is still going strong.
It's crazy. But no more cartridge. The thing is like this big for $50. It's crazy. My nephew works for a company called Epic Games. He was one of the guys, and he built a game called Frontgate or Frontier. What's it?
I'm not a game person, but I do know Epic Games, and that's a big company.
Yeah, he lives in North Carolina. I think it's Cary, but this big game. I mean, it's a huge game. I don't know anything about it, but it's huge, and his name's on there. I feel proud good for the kid.
Dude, that's great. Look at that. You have all this success within your family, man. That's fucking awesome. You have life and you have success in your family. You are blessed.
I'm blessed.
Other people don't have that shit.
Well, they can.
They can?
Yeah, they can.
You can't have health. Health is wealth.
I'm not a healthy guy. I've always been in and out of hospitals.
Yeah.
I just came. I had a cornea. What did I just have?
You came in the hospital yesterday. Didn't you have like something on your on your wrist?
Shit, man. No, yeah, right.
What is wrong with you? What were you in the hospital for yesterday too?
I had cataract in my left eye.
Yesterday?
I had it removed. No, yesterday I went for a checkup.
Oh, okay.
And left the band on.
But see, that's the thing, though. You stay on top of it. You're always doing checkups. You do checkups all the time, don't you?
I couldn't fucking see. I woke up the next morning. I looked at my wife and said, "That's what you look like." I said, after because my left eye is much better now. And for years, I really I should have got it taken care of.
Yeah.
Like, the health system here is good. You know, if you don't have any money, just go to the hospital anyway and don't pay the fucking bill. That's it.
Exactly.
That's what I do.
That's what everybody does.
Yeah, you have to.
How much is for the cash discount?
Right.
But Paul, is there anything that you'd like to say to, you know, the people of Earth before we end this stream? Is there something like you could say, like words of wisdom or something like that, man? I mean, I know you've had a lot. You're always talking about fake reality and let's
I just say
get up off your ass and do things.
Get out of the house. You know, just keep the faith and just be nice to your neighbor. That's it. Even if they don't believe what you believe in, just keep the faith and, you know, and hustle. Just go out there and hustle. Even if you make $20 a day or listen, I don't know what kind of people listen to you, Bobby, but listen, there's always listen, you know what the sad thing about it today? You need a shitload of money to get by. You got to pay your cable. That's another freaking corrupt thing. New Yorker, cable. I mean, without cable, you have no internet. You know, it's basically a monopoly, dude. That's another thing. And the guy who owns the Rangers, Dolan, dude, I hate him. I actually hate him because he's a rich guy. He brought up with, you know, he's got us by the balls. I like the old days with TV antennas. You had to move the antennas like this, you know. But now everything is like this, smartphone. I am not smart. I still don't know how to use this freaking thing. I just like to get calls. I miss the flip phones. I don't know. Just I don't know what to tell you guys.
You play it all down so well.
You have to.
You play it down and you act naive, but you're really not. I love it.
I'm not.
That's what you do.
I'm not.
Yeah. What am I gonna do with this? Oh, what am I gonna do? You know what to do with it.
I don't know what to do with it.
Come on.
I tell you, I swear to God, I probably know how to use this thing 30%. I don't know how to use these things. I want the flip phones back. That was easy. I used to have a beeper. That was the best thing. No more pay phones. It's nothing.
No more payphones. Payphones is a thing of past. Doesn't even exist anymore.
I have one.
What?
I have one.
You have a payphone?
I still have a payphone. Listen, when I was a kid.
Did you buy a payphone? Do you have a payphone in your house or
no,
something?
I had one in one of my garages. So make a long story short, when I was a kid, I had friends that worked for New York Telephone, which is not there anymore. It's another name. And they gave me a machine that when you pressed a button, it sounded like change going through, like ching, 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 ching. So every time I was a kid, I went to the payphones. You just put it to the receiver, and it sounds like the coins are going through. I made all my calls for free.
Oh my God, that's right. I remember that too as a little kid.
Remember when you put the coins in?
Yeah.
And went blah, 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 blah. I had a machine that you just put it to the thing, and that's how I made all my calls. Another thing, I tell you, you want to know how I connived everybody? Back then, a Whitestone Bridge, a Triborough Bridge, they would you would buy tokens. So one day, I found a Mexican peso, and back then it was like 75 cents across the bridge. A Mexican peso. So I bought a fucking barrel load of this for scrap, and I gave to all my drivers. So my company was using Mexican pesos that were worthless. They're probably still worthless today, just across the bridges, dude.
But see, that's how it was back in the day. There's all these different scams. There's always scams.
Always.
Like my grandfather told me, you know, commuting from Bridgeport to the city all the time, he would take the metro, and they used to dye the tickets.
Right.
So he would, they would have different colored tickets every month.
That's right.
And so he would just dye the tickets.
That's right.
And then,
put it on his chair.
Yeah. And then he said one time he's sitting there, and then you pretend like to sleep. So then when they come back, they just grab it out or whatever, or they just look at it. They don't, because they're not really supposed to touch you.
That's right.
So you just have it right here in your,
that's
you know. And he pulled to grab it, and it had been dyed so many times, it came right. It you know.
That's what we used to do. It's hard to do it today. It's just, you know.
You can't do anything because of these things.
That's right.
I mean, I got arrested in 2 different counties that were really close to each other and never got in trouble.
They know exactly where you're. Don't commit a crime. They know where you are. The phones are the worst. They know where you are. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And they can hear you. So I wake up, I talk to my wife. I said, listen, we want to buy a piece of furniture. Next freaking morning, that piece of furniture is on my freaking phone. It's crazy. Big Brother's watching.
Yeah.
And Google's watching.
Yeah.
And all the other tech companies.
Yeah.
It's techie.
Yeah, man. So you're going to get back to your family because it's Saturday and stuff, right?
Yeah, it'll be
do
nice.
A little,
nice. I like to do this again, Bobby. You know, I'm not the smartest guy in the world. You know, when it comes to politics, you know, I'm a little iffy, you know. Listen.
What do you think about the Capitol Raiders? Don't be incriminating anybody, but what do you think about the Capitol Raiders?
Well, let me tell you something. Why don't we look besides the capital? Look at what happened in Minneapolis and fucking Oregon and all these other places. Those are if the Capitol Raiders. If you guys, nobody burnt anything down there, right?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Nobody burned anything.
You know something? It's all horse shit. It's all horse shit. You know, but that's life. That's politics. Politics, crooked. They're all. It's all crooked. I know a guy in the city who ran for town councilman. Now you got to remember something. They make $30,000 a year, but he spent $1 million to become a $30,000 a year. Fucking, I don't get it.
Wow, you're right. I know it's like crazy,
Yeah, well,
right? What the fuck? You spend that much money? I mean, why do you spend millions of dollars to become president?
Jewish guy was silver in the city. See, he got all these years corrupt. So he got indicted, fine. But he actually stayed out of jail for 2 years before he went in. Sidney Silver. I mean, come on, man. I mean, come on. It's all it's who you know. It's all who you know in that world. I don't like that world.
Oh, there we go. Now we got the split screen. This is so much better.
Oh,
God damn it. Now I don't have to even...
That's what I look
How did I just figure this out just now?
I'm really losing my hair.
No, you're good, bro. You're good. Yeah. But that was like the other day, I was watching the new documentary on Netflix about Epstein. You know how many times Epstein was in the fucking... dude.
I never hung out in this crowd.
Huh?
I wasn't with Epstein. I was never with his crowd.
No.
You know something?
I never would assume that you would be. Were you in his crowd?
Absolutely not. You know, he's older than me. No. No. Epstein. That's a pedophile, dude. I don't like pedophiles.
Yeah.
But you got to remember something. Back then in the 70s and 80s and 90s, the girls were like 17 years old. They really... Listen... I don't mind you banging an 18-year-old, a 19-year-old, but when it comes to 14, 13, that's no freaking way. I don't know too much about Epstein. I just know what I read and hear. And yes, he did get killed.
I'm just saying that
I've been in that fucking jail, and there's no freaking way he killed himself. No way.
Absolutely.
No way.
Absolutely.
No way.
No, but he got out of shit so many times just based on money.
Listen, didn't Bill Clinton say he never went on a freaking plane and they found out he was on it, 28 times? I mean, that's a fucking lie. The Clintons are the biggest freaking scammers, liars. I hate them. I got a lady in my building who was Hillary Clinton's like best girl. She even made her an ambassador. Now, this girl was an ambassador to fucking Portugal. And today she tells my doorman, it's Ambassador Bert. I'm not going to tell you her name. I'm not into these freaking... An ambassador? They don't do shit. You know? And don't tell me after 15 years you're an ambassador that you're telling my guys, call me ambassador. It's bullshit. That's the worst job to have. And that's a drunken job. Oh, come on in my house, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's so bullshit. But anyway, you need it.
All right, man. Get back to your family, Paul.
Thank you.
We're going to have a good...
Sorry if I offended anybody.
You didn't offend anybody, brother. All right? Adios. Here we go.
He always says that's me with that look on his face. We'll talk about anything. Tattoos, t-shirts, politics, history, and I'll talk about everything.